Dr. Ravi. So in the previous video, we have explained you what are the front end and back end in the ASIC design, and where does the design verification fits in. Now we are going to, in this video, we are going to talk about the verification flow. So what exactly kind of verification flow we follow. So let's say we want to go a bit more detail inside the verification itself. So let's say you get a functional specification like we discussed before. So now we have getting two paths over here. So one path is basically you give it to the architecture team. They develop the architecture and then write the RTL, and at the same time you give it to the verification team, so they create a verification plan. Okay, we will talk about verification plan later on, but basically it contains all the possible test cases that you have to perform, and what kind of method you will be using, like the randomized or directed tests, and how many resources you will be using, and that kind of thing. So once we have the verification plan, then there will be a plan was reviewed by some senior management, team lead or verification manager, and then you start developing the verification environment. So you can see that you still don't have the RTL, but you start developing the verification environment over here. And then once you have the verification environment, you receive the RTL here, and then you debug, you perform the test on. So you debug the HDL and also your environment as well. There could be some bugs in your environment as well. So you perform. So then if there are some bugs, we just report back to the RTL people, and they just fix those bugs. Okay, so you need to report bugs over here. So you can see you are reporting bugs to the RTL people, and you get the RTL back with the bug fixed. So from here onwards, so once you are sure that you have fixed all the bugs in the RTL, then what you do is that you move on and you go to this regression testing phase. You perform all the tests before tapeout. Okay, so you really make sure that all the RTL have been verified. Of course, I haven't mentioned over here that you are ready for the tapeout, but at the same time, in parallel here, after the RTL has been verified, so here you are running physical design path as well, where you're getting the layout and place and route and everything. So once you have the tapeout ready, so basically the verification engineer actually sign it off. So verification manager signs off that okay, so this is verified from my side. Then it sends for the fab, you get the hardware, and then you start the debugging. So you debug the functional hardware, and let's say during the debugging you put it into the system and you perform hardware software testing. You might get some bugs as well. So you do a detailed performance. You perform a escape analysis, and you just see that what are the lessons that you have learned. Okay, so you might have to modify your verification plan, and you have to modify your verification environment as well, right? So might have some of the test cases were mixed, or some of the test cases you have not performed the correct checking itself. So you have to update your verification plan, and you have to update your verification environment as well. So this is the whole verification cycle, and you need to know. So the key to take home from here is that the RTL and verification, they work in parallel. So the verification people start developing the verification environment, and then do a lot of bug fixing. And the bugs can be anywhere. It could be in the design, or it could be in the environment as well. And then once you're sure that there are no more bugs in the development environment, or the HDL part, then you go to the regression testing. So you keep perform the regression testing over here. You can back and forth as well if there are some bugs in the test. So just go back, debug the HDL environment, and once you're really sure that you have enough coverage, then you take it out to the tapeout. Okay, so if there are still some bugs, once you see the chip, and then you do a perform escape analysis as well. You just make sure that what are the lessons learned. You incorporate that in the verification plan and the verif environment. So I think I will just I want to keep this short because this is really important, this verification cycle. And thanks for watching this. We will continue with the next lectures on the two important things that you need to take into account of being a verification engineer, but we'll discuss this in the next video.